Hello, it's Sunday. I need a shave. I'll probably shave when I'm done here. Sunday, the 6th of January. Time just moves. It's the new year, but that's over already. We're just bam, here we are, back into the middle of shit. I want to acknowledge that I received a very pleasant package from John Dawson again. John, you're so kind to me. Thank you so much, brother. He had approached me about trying to work with him once, and it just didn't. The timing was bad for me. So I'm open to that suggestion again, John. If you want to try and work again together. But John sends me music. He sends me his music. I've got his stuff. I've listened to it recently. The 3rd of Never, is that the name of the band? And he does podcasts. I'll get the message. I'll get the address and put it in the description below. But he sent me some music. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate this music. I've listened to everything. And I'll start here with the Charles Lloyd, The Water is Wide on ECM. I'm glad you sent this because Charles Lloyd is a musician who is down there for me, And while I was listening to this, it came to me why I don't listen to Charles more often. He's good. Obviously good. He's got good players on here. It's on ECM. He's got John Abercrombie on here, Billy Higgins. This is a gorgeous album. It's very sensuous. This is like, when I hear Charles Lloyd, I hear him thinking about a woman. How's that? Kind of like there's other artists where it's like the main thing going on with them is their muse, okay? So this is very romantic to me and very sensual. It's beautiful. But it just made me help me understand why I don't listen to this more often, because it's not that I'm not romantic. It's mostly that I just avoid it. I'm actually very romantic. But it's a lot of work, And I've been in relationships before, and I'm pretty self-centered. It's like I just want to do what I want to do, Made that observation all that came out from listening to Charles Lloyd. Thank you, John. In the same way, this album is something that would go well with sitting around with your lover or someone that you are attracted to. Miles Davis with Gil Evans, Quiet Nights. This is one that I didn't have properly in my collection. I don't think I do. I've got a bunch of Miles Davis. Played this all the way through. It's gorgeous. Miles Davis was a giant. A lot of people thought he was like super bad, but he was very vulnerable, and that's where his strength came from. Everybody around him made him a badass. He was just Miles. Once again, Miles and Gil Evans worked together really well. This album is majorly beautiful. And there is a bonus track on here which I noticed. Time of the Barracudas. Yes, I know this album so well. I noticed when the extra track came up. Along those lines, if you happen to be watching, Alan, my younger brother is a jazz buff, and he's been over here for a couple times recently for the holidays. This blew his mind. We have been listening to the Miles Davis together. What a gift! What an artist! I can listen to all of these. Every time they play, the music is alive in their hands. It doesn't mean that something fantastic happens. It just means that the music is alive. And I learned from it, so thank you, John. He also sent me this. Apparently it came to him from the label or from Yellow 6, but he sent me this CD by Yellow 6, Merry Christmas, from Silver Records. It's kind of ambient. It is ambient. I listened to it once. I actually have other works by this person. They were given to me, okay? I need to qualify that because I think that he's okay, but this doesn't go anywhere anytime soon, you know. Honestly, this is the sort of thing where it's like, well, if I could get involved with this, I'd make something happen. But I also have by Yellow 6 and This Quiet Army, Death Valley. These were given to me. And I don't play them much because they, as a concept, they're interesting more than they are for a listen. One album is silver or gray, the other one is gold. And so it's like this music, probably making the music is the best part of it. I'll relate to that as a music maker. I have ambient music that I make and I hardly listen to. Some of it is listenable and some other stuff is like, well, that was good once. While doing it, it was once. So this is, I appreciate it. Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull is still going. Here's a solo album. I don't know how recent. 2000. This is 19 years ago. Where does the time go? 2019. I can still remember thinking, will I be alive now? And here I am. Secret Language of Birds. I really like this. Once again, I only cursorily pay attention to the words because it's the overall arrangement. I love how Ian Anderson is a modern minstrel. You always feel this sense of history and time with the way that he writes, with the references to folk music. There's a short version of Thick as a Brick on here. I guess it's a extra track or something. I love this. I've always liked Jethro Tull. I like his voice. I like how he writes. So this was really enjoyable. Last but not least was this 4 CD box set, which I don't know if I don't think John knew that I rate Cal Tjader. I've got Cal Tjader. Cal Tjader has a lot of records. I only have a few. But Cal Tjader is a vibraphonist, but he's also significant in that he was one of the first Hispanic artists to bust through in jazz in America. And this is 8 of his albums on 4 CDs. And I do really appreciate this. His way of playing reminds me of people like Chet Baker and Paul Bley. There's a subtlety to it. It's lovely. Cal Tjader, 8 classic albums. I want to thank you. I'm gonna keep it short because I need the computer this morning, but I want to upload this, so I won't have it for an hour just to give you less than 10 minutes of a video. Recently, someone who's new to the channel asked me if I would list the names of everything I show below. I used to do that, and if I feel like it, I will, but my thought is this. You know, if you want that, would you help me by offering something? There's a couple people who have been they just decided after I announced it a while back I could use some support, and have been sending me a little bit every month, like 20 bucks. It makes a difference, you know, if you want to ask me what to do here. I'm at home. This is not a service. This is my life, okay? If you want to tell me what to do, why don't you help me do this and send me some money or buy my music? How about that? I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? I'm not a dick, okay? I'm honest, okay? Because I know there's some people who can't handle shit. You know, those are the people who get offended easily. Nobody taught you anything. I'm not a dick. I'm honest. Thank you, John. Thanks everyone else. I had something else I wanted to say. There's so much to say. I'll try to say it next time.